Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays FTL. So, pretty much inarguably had the best run I've ever had. Now, let's mix it up a little bit and probably have one of the worst runs I've ever had, because I am going to use the Red Tail here, and it's a ship that has a nice varied crew. It's got a nice setup of weapons, but I've never really been able to make it work for me. So let's get started here. We're going to move... It doesn't really matter where the Zoltan is, but let's put him in the engine room. We'll move Mantis into the shields room. We'll move this human into the weapons room. And then our pilot will be here by his lonesome. Hopefully not going to get... Oh man, what is that movie called? Pandorum. I was thinking Santorum, which is something totally different, but just as evil. Not to bring politics into this, of course. And we're going to... I don't think I should have to depower the medbay to make this happen. What if we... I mean, this is not how it should work. I don't know, man. Yeah, this is what we want, I guess. Although, it might be best to depower medbay. I'm just taking a second here. Let's get these guys back where they belong. And we want like that, with the laser powered up. Okay, that's fine. So I guess it doesn't really make a difference. Again, I'd suck in managing Zoltan for whatever reason. Their embodiment of their power doesn't really work for me. Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Send an away party to investigate. Sweet, they're out of supplies, but they tell us of another secret base, so we have a quest marker on our map, which is going to be all the way down there, but we should be able to get to it. It's going to be a stretch, though, because I am going to this distress beacon. I really want to get to that secret base. They could have something awesome for us. We're going to ignore their request here and move on, because there's always a good chance with that rioting one that you end up losing a crew member, which I don't want to do right now. We're very well staffed, and there's nothing over here, so this is basically a total bust for us. Burning through fuel, not getting a whole lot in return, but that's okay. We have a shop where I would love to buy any of these weapons, really. These only sell for 10 each, though, which is not very good. If I could buy a burst laser, I would. Sadly, I'm not gonna. Instead, we're just gonna go distress, quest. We can buy a weapon later. I really want to upgrade these basic lasers, pretty much, is what I want to do. So we get go down to the surface to investigate. We find a lone survivor, invite him to join the crew. And he does join us, and now we've got Charlie, who we will stack, maybe in the weapons room, so he can basically be another repairman for us. Problem is, we haven't gained any scrap yet, and that's not good when you're on, like, halfway through the first sector already. Not boding well. Well, and the search for the base has yielded absolutely nothing for us. It looks like it's been completely abandoned. Please, oh my god, we've got solar flares already. And an energy shield ship that we're going to be fighting. Not to mention, in addition to this, it also... Oh, we should auto-fire. It also has a missile launcher, so I expect us to take a lot of damage here. If the fire starts in our drone control room, we have some substantial problems, but hey, maybe we'll get lucky and be able to take them out easily here. Well, the energy shield isn't even down yet. There's some damage to our engine room. We'll send Charlie in here to help fix that. I don't know, man. This seems like a pretty difficult fight for us to start with here, but hopefully we can do some damage here. No misses. Several misses. Another missile comes in, again on the engines room. I don't know why they hit the engines room so much. And here comes our damage on the weapons room. So we have a fire here, which is not a horrible location for it to be. Here comes our damage. Weapons are offline. Next we will go for shields. We need to send Charlie in here, obviously, to help control this fire. This is far from an ideal fight, I assure you. I do not want to be here any more than you want to see me here. We're just going to mix up our lasers here. Come on, Mantis, don't mess around like this. Oh my god, okay, we have some serious problems to deal with already. Fire in the door room is never a good thing. Let's get this repaired quickly. Now we finally have some scrap. We need these fires to go out before we can do anything else. There we go, fires are out. Shields need to be fixed before we can do anything else, but I'm gonna need to jump. Oh, here comes another solar flare. We're gonna jump, even though shields aren't available. This is a horrible situation to be put in right at the very beginning, especially since we're gonna have a fight here. Let's get this ship repaired as soon as possible. I worry about this. Where are we going to fire first? Obviously on weapons. Shields are up. That was close. We should actually get our weapons powered, or sorry, our medbay powered up. But I think we can survive this fight without it. It all depends on how these first lasers go. Come on. We did take down everything but their beam. That's good. We'll fire one more barrage on weapons, and then we should be totally fine. Assuming at least like 2 of these hit. I think 3 of them hit, which is even better. Now we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 on shields. And once we get shields down, this is what I really like about the Red Tail, is that we can pretty much be merciless in our punishment of these guys now. We're just going to separate like so now. Yeah, this is fine. Basically, once we get shields down, we can take out like 4 sections of their ship at once. Unfortunately, this does not scale well past the first few sectors, so we really need to upgrade our weapons. First things first, though, we're going to get second level of doors. We're going to depower 1 engine power here and stick some of our guys in the med bay. Because we kind of ran desperately low there. Who's hurt here? Zoltan is hurt. Okay. So we survived that first little scare, which is kind of positive. I didn't necessarily expect that. I thought things looked pretty bad from the get-go. Is Mara our shield dude? Mara hasn't done anything for us. Zoltan has reasonable engine power. Nope, nothing. Charlie's just been wandering around helping us out. We're going to shove him back in the weapons room here. And we're going to jump to as many beacons as possible because I want to get that second level of shields up before the next floor, but it's unlikely that that is going to happen. So we do have a beam drone that they're going to have. We're just going to fire on weapons first, and if we can take out all of their weapons, like, so that drone... Actually, we should... Yeah, weapons need to go first. If we can get their beam drone deactivated, then we can go entirely on their drone control unit. Once the drone control unit's deactivated, we'll go on shields, and they might actually be dead by the time those shields go down, just from the damage that we're doing. Assuming all 4 shots hit, they will be dead anyway. And this is going to be a pretty easy fight for us. I think the red tail is pretty overpowered in Sector 1 and 2, but you need to get some good stuff to make that kind of advantage continue. We're just going to mix up our shots like so, and it looks like they just died to a fire. So I didn't really have to do anything there. Extra 5 fuel is actually awesome to get. No complaints about that. And actually, you know what? I was going to say maybe we'll go like sensors first, but I think we'll go shields first. That second bar is super important, of course. We're going to ignore the station. Yeah, second bar is super important. And then we'll go for sensors, because then I can focus my shots on their crew members. Because that worked really well for us last time. But for now, we're going to jump into Sector 2. Ooh, we got some difficult sectors to go to here, which is not going to be great for our red tailness either. Do I still have like 3 dudes in the med bay? What's going on here? We can depower the med bay power-up engines. That's what we should have done a little earlier. So, we are going to have to go to this nebula whether we like it or not. We can go to one area first, and then maybe we can buy something from the store, but it's not a choice of whether or not we can go to this nebula. It's an absolute necessity. So this is only 1 laser, I believe. So I think step 1, we're actually going to fire on the drone control unit. And if we can get their beam drone down, I don't think they'll be able to do any damage to us with that laser, because it's only 1 or 2 shots. If it's 2 shots, they'll be able to do damage. It's only 1 shot. They're not going to be able to do any damage. So again, pretty much the same formula that we just took on the last ship. We're going to go on weapons next. This should pretty much take their laser offline. And in doing so, we will now focus on shields. They will not die in one barrage here. Even if we hit with all 4, they're not going to die. But as they now try to power up their FTL, next shot will absolutely kill them. So we'll just spread it out amongst all of those sectors that have not been hit yet. Well, the drone control unit has been hit, but we'll see which one takes it out first. I think it was the piloting system because it was closest to us. We get 21 scrap. Okay, so the shields are almost ready to be upgraded. But first we got to go to this nebula. Let's hopefully not get too many bad things so we can survive this. We're going to get out of here. And now we don't have to touch that nebula again. Hopefully don't have to touch any nebulas ever again. I touched a nebula once and it was horrible. So we do have some teleporters here. We'll send the mantis down here. 2 humans versus 2 humans and a mantis. Actually, they do have another human here, but that's okay. They have some pretty substantial weapon power here. They might be able to do a little bit of damage to us before I'm able to take all their weapon systems offline. But we'll see how long their stuff takes to charge versus our stuff. I think we're going to get out of this okay. We didn't get hurt, and we did hurt their weapons. We're going to go on weapons again in a second. We got some guys here that are a little bit damaged, so we should power up our med bay, send them in here. Who was the other one? AJ Hager. Okay, you get in here. And this guy's going to be very easy to fight. We should probably just close all doors, and he'll die anyway. Weapons are now completely offline, so obviously next comes shields. We probably depower the med bay in a second. Where does this guy... Charlie's our repairman. AJ Hager is on weapons. Mantis is on shields. Next, we will go on engines and also piloting system, just to make sure they have 0 chance to dodge or escape. And they're going to surrender. We're not going to take it. No, we ain't going to take it. We're not going to take it anymore. We got another drone that we can't use yet. We're probably not going to focus on using drones too much here, because we have... I mean, a defense drone would be awesome, but we don't really have the necessary equipment required to use it. We're going to need 1 more reactor power just to make sure our engine is doing as well as it possibly could. And it's only going to cost us 1 more scrap to get there, basically. So we're going to... I think we should give these guys the fuel. You never know. Sometimes they'll give you something better in return. They just gave us a a new map, which I don't really like. But hey, 2 bars of shields now, so I'm not too worried about any combat here in Sector 2. This ship should not be too difficult to take out. First things first, we're going to go on weapons and hopefully take out their weapons before they can fire more than a missile or 2 at us. Then we're going to go engines, then shields, and we're going to keep going back to weapons whenever necessary. They did manage to fire 1 missile, and we didn't take their missile launcher offline, so here's a moment of truth for us, basically. We got to certainly get this healed as soon as possible. I think these guys might get away, and that worries me. We should not auto-fire our lasers, because we need the other lasers to be charged up before we can do any damage. They're going to get away. This is a pain in the ass. Basically just bad luck. And the way that we're going to make this work, as we now charge up this one, we're going to basically throw a Hail Mary here. That's terrible. We're going to get that fixed up as soon as we can. Now, we're going to fire all 3 at engines to try to keep them from getting away. Although, to be honest with you, I kind of want them to get away. We didn't miss, so their engines are down. Now they're here for the long haul. And now we're going to wait for everything to charge up again. We're still going to get hit by missiles because I'm an idiot. But there's not much we can do about it. I should not have auto-fired, but now that we've done it, we kind of have to stick with it. And our shot just did not quite get in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop auto-firing. Here comes another missile. God, I hate missiles so much. Charlie, you get in here and fix this shit. We need to go on the weapons. Weapons are down. Their lasers still up, but weapons are largely down. Let's go on shields next. We're gonna survive this. I wish we didn't take as much damage as we did, but, you know, I kind of mismanaged things a little bit. So now we've got things split between shields and weapons, and I expect this will allow us to, yeah, basically take out the ship. But we should not have taken so much hull damage. That was due to pilot error. I apologize for that. But, hey, we're still alive. And do I... Why am I not able... Yes, repair 5 damage for 10 scrap. That's good enough. Let me think about this for a second. What's wrong with this that I can't have my engines powered up? Oh, I need to buy 1 more reactor power. Right, now we're at 0. That's okay. 20% evasion chance. Again, keeping those engines upgraded, as you guys have pointed out, super important, especially when I'm not going to get defense drones up anytime soon. We have an automated scout here. This ship is totally screwed. So I'm just going to fire 2 at weapons just to try to keep them completely offline, because they might be able to do... maybe should have fired some more at weapons, but hey. Now they only have their beam available. And only use my beam is not a popular YouTube channel, so I expect that they are going to be pretty much screwed here. Yeah, it went down in 2 barrages. That's what happens when you fight a ship without any shields with the upgrades that we've got. And why not? Just go to the exit here. So Sector 2 was relatively kind to us overall. Could have been better. 1 drone part for 5 fuel is a great trade, considering I'm just going to trade all my drone parts away anyway. We're going to go Mantis Homeworlds. Hopefully this is high risk, high reward. Because Mantis Homeworlds have the potential to be pretty terrible for us, but we'll see. Obviously, we want to come across a store because we have a lot of drones to sell, and I would love to get like 1 upgraded laser. Burst laser Mark 2 or 3. Don't need drone parts, so we'll reject that offer. And we're in a very beacon-rich area, so I'm hoping distress beacons, good combat, stuff like that. I think we should attack this ship. It looks pretty weak. They've got a hell of a laser there as well as a bomb, so we're obviously going to focus on weapons first. They are going to board us. Almost certainly. And they're going to send 2 into the sensor room. Which, you know what? It means I want to cancel Charlie's movement here, actually. We're going to open... you know what? Here we go. Mantis, you get in here. Okay, Charlie, you stay in here. It looks like we're going to have to fight them in the weapons bay in all likelihood, so let's just open up all these doors and see how this works. I don't care if they take our sensors down. Doesn't bother me at all. And we've taken out everything but their bomb. We should make this a little bit harder on them again. Just start taking all the oxygen away from this area. And we'll go all on weapons again, because I want to make sure that that bomb is taken out before anything else. Good, bomb is down. Next we will go on shields. Oh, weapons are back, actually. So we'll split our time between weapons and shields. These guys are not going to have a chance to destroy our door system. Guaranteed. I think they're going to go weapons room next. That's not going to work out too well for them, I'm expecting. And we're just going to hit their engines once, hopefully, to keep... Oh, we should close all these doors now. You can go back to the shield room. We should probably get you to the med bay, because we're losing oxygen here. So we'll depower 1 oxygen, put the med bay back up. That was mismanagement on my part, but hey, their ship died. We didn't take any hull damage, and we picked up basically doubled our scrap there. That's pretty good. So again, next thing we're going to upgrade. More engine power and more fuel as well. Starting to like this run a little bit. We're still... Oh no, these are clear of oxygen. Okay. Charlie should actually just get out of here quickly so that we can have our, never send a boy to do a man's job. There we go. And we'll get one more this, and one, that's not going to work. So we'll just do this for now. So we're up to 20% chance permanently. And actually, this will work. We can do one more like this, and then depower the medbay. 25% chance. That's effective. If we open all doors, maybe it'll make the oxygen pump out a little bit faster. Maybe not, though. But hey, let's continue jumping here. Again, very nice beacons that have a lot of beacons adjacent to them that we can jump to. Still looking to upgrade our weapons a little bit, if possible. This is not going to be a good fight for anybody, but hopefully it'll be better for us than it is for them. First step, they're going to invade, so we'll close all doors. They're going to send one Mantis. Curious decision, no doubt. And we're going to open up basically all the doors here and make them suffer. Those rooms are already basically deprived of oxygen, so they're going to have some issues here. We do take out their missile launcher before it fires, which is very important. We're going to focus again on just doing exactly the same thing, so we're going to hit weapons again. Oh, weapons are completely down, just in time for me to reprioritize and fire all 4 on shields, which are just hurt, not killed. So let's send one... whatever. We'll do all 4 on shields again, just to be sure. Close all the doors up here. They are in a rough spot. So let's see. We'll play the standard basic laser lottery here. Oh, the crew already died. I did not expect that. Their ship is probably going to explode to fire now, but hey, 4 fuel, 37 scrap. That's huge. Can we afford... We can't quite afford another bar of engine power as a result of that. But hey, we're getting our engines upgraded really well. We've basically got exactly the same fight that we've had several times here. So we're just going to focus exactly the same thing we've done so far. They're going to board again. I think this is a foolish decision on their part. But hey, if they want to take out our sensors, if they feel like the sensors are the most valuable aspect here, so be it. I think it's a bad decision, but hey, that's up to them. We have at least taken out... We haven't taken out their missile launcher, which could do some damage to us here, and did indeed do a little bit of damage to us here. But we've hurt them in all other areas, and we'll just drop some more lasers on them here, which should be enough to take their weapons completely offline. Next, of course, we will go for shields. Solar flare should be coming soon. Now, here's the question, like the thing that presents a real problem, is we're not going to be able to see where the solar flare comes in. Where's the fire? Maybe it's in one of these rooms that is like... We might as well open up all these. Maybe it's in one of these rooms. It's clearly not in the room that we're occupying, so we might as well just open all these doors. It's going to be rough from an oxygen standpoint, but these intruders are going to die, of course. Maybe we'll send 2 and 4 on weapons. Just want to make sure we're keeping their weapons offline. Intruders are no longer... Oh, they're in the piloting bay now. We can close all doors. Pilot is going to be hurt here. Is that room leaking oxygen? It's hard to tell. 1 engine power down. Get our med bay. I think our pilot can make it. He's got... How much left? 27? Oh, man. He's fading fast. No. He lives. He lived. Oh, man. He barely lived, but he lived. Okay, so with our pilot in there, we're not going to be able to charge, obviously. Some people are hurt, but we need to get repairs done as soon as possible here. Because we want to jump out of here. So we should actually even... here comes the solar flare. Gosh darn it. These guys should come in here and get healed. Once their sensors are done, we should be able to see where the fire comes in. It's in this room. That's great for us, actually. That fire should go away reasonably quickly. Our pilot can go back to where he belongs. Zoltan can go back to where he belongs. Mantis can go back to where he belongs. Everyone's healed here. AJ Hager on weapons. Charlie on miscellaneous repairs. Just like it's in Always Sunny. Or It's Always Sunny, I should say. And let's just jump to this distress beacon. Right now, going well. We might even go for a 3rd bar of shields quickly. Let's leave them alone. Destroying the defense system from a distance rarely works out in our favor without ion weapons or an NG crew. Let's jump over here. This has been maybe the best red tail run we've ever had so far. We've got nothing here. Good distress beacon. Hopefully gives us a bunch of scrap. Giant alien spiders. I hate this one. We're going to leave them alone. Being more cautious has really helped me out in FTL. Overall, there's been a general improvement in my runs, which has been good. Mantis are on board our ship. Okay, not good. Pilot, who is Caldwell, we're going to send into the med bay, and then we're basically just going to open up every single door here. And in doing so, whole system, or the whole ship is going to be flooded with a distinct lack of oxygen. Which could prevent some problems here, or could cause some problems for the Mantis here. And they are going to immediately go for the medbay. A foolish decision, I think, because even with our kind of crippled crew members, we should be able to take them out easily. Hard to fight when you can't breathe. We should really power up our medbay if we're going to fight in here. And now everything's good, so let's close up. All doors are closed. We're losing health in here due to the lack of oxygen, but that'll come, you know, it'll fix itself sooner rather than later. We haven't really gotten into some ship-to-ship combat in a while, but I'm going to upgrade our sensors just so that when we do, it'll be fun for us, because we'll be able to focus on enemy crew members now. Mantis in the shield room. And everybody's good here. Every time I say Mantis in the shield room now, I want to reference Angels in the outfield. What have you done to me? Now, we could use some hull repairs. I should definitely, before we progress here, power up our shields, or sorry, our engines all the way so we get a 25% chance to dodge. Imperative for our missiles, of course, or for missiles for the enemies do. So we're going to aid the civilian ship. This is a pretty nasty ship here, but with 4 burst lasers, we should be able to do some damage here, and we'll probably kill this Mantis, to be honest with you, but let's just start small, see what we do here. They should get 1 missile fired before... Oh, no, they did not. Okay, that's terrible for them. And this Mantis is going to feel the burn. We're just going to go all out on weapons again, because that Mantis, of course, is slow with repairs, and now that there's a fire, they have some substantial problems. We're going to go on shields next. I don't know if that Mantis is going to survive, to be honest with you. We missed with, like, all of those shots, amazingly. Mantis is going to the piloting bay, so we could just kill him if we wanted to. They're trying to fix the weapons. While fixing the weapons, we're going to go after shields. And then we will go after weapons again, because obviously we want to keep their missile launcher offline. I love having double sensors, or second level of sensors, just so you can toy with the guys as much as possible. And we should go all on weapons again. This might be enough to kill them, actually. If nothing else, we're definitely, you know, destroying their spirit. They would have died individually soon after that. So we get 20 scrap. They give us a hull smasher laser. Now, what is this? This only fires 1 shot, right? Oh, 2 shots. Requires 2 power. And does 2 times damage on systemless rooms. This is very valuable for us. I think what we're going to do, next time we come across a store, as we go to the Zoltan controlled sector, finally a friendly sector, we're going to try to get this set up. There's no stores nearby, but we'll get it set up as soon as we can. And this could be very beneficial for us. 2-shot lasers, of course. Really good, considering we only have 1-shot lasers now. So this is going to allow us to take 5 shots at once, even if we don't take them on systemless rooms. We're going to dock and try to rescue the survivors. We at least get 17 scrap and do not lose any crew members, but we're a little low on hull integrity now, which worries me, as you might expect. It often does. Now, this should be a reasonably easy spell of combat for us. The thing is, if it starts going badly, if they manage to fire their lasers before we do and they get some good shots off, ooh, which they might here, our shields maybe cannot handle what they're throwing out at us, but we'll see. Again, we're just not piercing their shields here, which is a problem. But they're not firing their weapons all at once, which would be enough to possibly do some damage to me. Finally, we've taken a couple lasers offline. I think we can afford to go for shields now, because once we get the shields... Oh, we should fire 3 as well. Once we get the shields whittled down, as we did right there, it should be easier for us to take out the weapons. And now, like, the ball has started rolling. There's basically no chance, I think, for them to stop us. Shields are completely down. Why not drop 1 on engines and 1 on piloting systems, just so that they have less chance to miss again. They actually did manage to bring a system back online. Or, like, a 1 laser back online. Anyway, 30 scrap, 1 missile, 1 drone parts. We still don't have a store, so what I'm going to do quickly, let's go to our ship. We're going to put hull laser in, like, slot 4. We're going to upgrade weapons 1, which we have to, and this 1. And then we can keep this powered up. Beautiful. Okay, so now our ship, it represents a little bit more of a threat to the enemies. I'm not sure if they charge at the same rate. If not, that's a little bit of a problem. But, how fast... It does charge a little bit more slowly. Okay, so that's the caveat here, but I think it's worth it nonetheless. We could fight them in the med bay if we want to, but I think we're just going to send Charlie in here. By the time these guys get to the shield room, they're basically going to be screwed anyway. If they take out our medbay, it does not bother me at all. Okay, so everything's charged up. That means all 4... We're going to fire 3 at weapons first, and then the 4th one a little bit later, just so that... oh man, they have some pretty substantial laser power here. We got fires. Door control room has been hit. Medbay's down. We can close all doors except for these ones, so we might as well just do that. And I think we're gonna be okay. Weapon system. They have like 2 seriously strong lasers. That could actually kill us. Oh man, our timing is bad here. That is not good. Okay, oxygen's hurting. Send the human in there to repair the oxygen. Let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, stop auto fire. 4, stop auto fire. And they do have those lasers still up. Here we go. Now we do. In 1 second here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh my god, we actually got shot down there. I can't believe it. Things are going so well. I mean, we managed to kill some of their crew probably with this breach. That was a bad run. Alas, that is how it happens in FTL sometimes. I'm gonna do some more off-camera practice with the red tail. It almost feels like the hull laser was actually worse to take on there because then I had to wait for all 4 to be fully charged, which was like 4 seconds longer than before. Anyway, that is a bad run. Certainly not nearly as good as the poop. Or A New Hope, which we had last time. But hey, again, them's the breaks in FTL sometimes. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time with a new ship, the Kestrel. Well, not a new ship, but a better ship, the Kestrel, Federation Cruiser, maybe NG Cruiser, maybe Zoltan Cruiser if I actually finally unlock it on the save file. But in any case, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.